Sustain Welt.
Yeah, what about it, man? Go ahead, cook.
Okay, I want you to... Okay. How do I start this?
Go for it, bro.
Here's the thing, right? Like, respectfully, right? The reason why Sustain Welt works is not because he's sustaining, but he is delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So like, if a new player were to watch, oh my god, Sustaining Welt is insane, and then they were to try Sustaining Welt, they're gonna get destroyed so fucking hard. Like, they won't even see the end of the next cycle because they're dead, you know? And I remember this, there was this one PvP run you had where you used Sustain Welt. Bro, you went for like 7 cycles. and your whole team was in red. Your whole team had like 10 HP left. I had no idea how many times you try to reset for the Sustain Welt. I swear, you just pulled off the biggest fraud in history. I'm like, oh my god, look guys, Sustain Welt, insane. Blood did a 7 cycle with the whole team on red, and then you put it off. So I'm like, yo, alright, let's hear it. What are your thoughts about this, my man?
Fuck, you got me crying, bro.
You know which one I was talking about, right? It was
yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
Here's what I will say, bro. That is a horrible example because I got scuffed in the fucking ban pick phase because I think God Doggles was on my team at that time. We were just trying to have a good time. And it turns out, I think I don't even remember who we were going against, but they were trying to play for keeps. They were trying to play for keeps.
It was Io and
Bro
Moon,
had fucking E1 Topaz, E2 Himiko or some shit.
Yeah.
And we literally were just trying to have a good time. In fact, I vividly remember the conversation where God Doggles was like, I want to show people like my Yang King, man. And I just want to, show him that he performs or whatever. And I was like, listen, bro, I'm down to do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I meant was like, what was the boss I was going up against?
You were against?
You can skip ahead to that
this dude. Oh, Kafka.
Yeah, so there's no way on God's green earth that I'm going to go up against Kafka with a Black Swan and a Welt. I just didn't have a choice because I had nobody else to choose. So like on that comp, at that point in time, who else are you gonna choose that's gonna perform better than Welt in that role?
Literally anyone else?
Wait. No. Dude. Go back to the ban phase. Go back to the ban and pick phase. Let's make sure we get the context on this one.
I'll let you cook, right? I'll let you cook, my man. Yeah.
Go back to it. Go back to that ban phase. So who all they banned? They banned Lorcha.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
They took who all they take? They took which side am I even looking at? Japard. Oh wait, that's the wrong side. They took Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
And then who's the other person? They didn't run a sustain on that one, right?
Yeah, they ran 0 sustain on the first one. Io ran 0 sustain and they got a hero 1 cycle. And then Moon went for the Hue sustain. And then y'all have the Japard and Welt sustain.
Yeah, so you're telling me on that comp, you think a Lynx or a Natasha or a Fushuan would have been better?
I genuinely think so. Because the thing is...
Pokke, what's Fushuan gonna do on that comp? Nobody's critting.
She doesn't need to do shit, but Welt's action value delay, it literally cucks your DOT. Because now they are not even gonna trigger the DOT. Like, their turn is delayed, and therefore the DOT wouldn't trigger. You get what I'm saying?
No. I absolutely get what you're saying, but I feel like you're also taking away the damage that you're not taking into account that the damage that Welt is actually doing.
Let's take a look at Welt's damage.
Yeah, play that shit. Play that shit. Go ahead. What's he doing? Let little bro cook.
And I'm still unsure exactly how this is going to unfold.
Oh, interesting. I think this might.
Look at that. That's damage.
Okay, it's damage, but the delay prevents your main damage.
It does, but I'm saying like if you swap that out for Black Swan, for Fushuan, all that damage over the course of those cycles is completely gone. So now the damage that you're saying it's delaying for Black Swan, it's pretty much replacing that. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not going to be a net positive.
Okay, wait. Insane Luca, by the way. Yeah, your Luca too. I really like to see him in the.
That's my boy, man. I'm using him again in this tournament. But Pokke, it's this thing. I'm not fucking discrediting your fucking
No,
insight
no,
of the
no.
game
You're
at
all good, man. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if I chose Welt at that particular point in time, I guarantee you, I'm not even 1% not sure. I probably tested everything and I was like, yeah, this shit's trash, bro. I'm gonna have to just use Welt. There's no way I would choose him unless he's the best option.
Okay. I think my main issue is just for this specifically, because of the action value delay, this horse doesn't go, and therefore now nobody is gonna trigger Black Swan's Epiphany. So all these Epiphany stacks is like completely wasted because they're just gonna die. So like,
but you're also forgetting that he's contributing to their shields. Fu Xuan contributes 0 to their shields, so their shields never break, which means more damage is occurring. They don't get the 10%. I'm telling you, there's a lot of variables that are gonna counter whatever rebuttal that Fu Xuan can provide. I swear, Pokke.
okay,
it's like I get what you're saying, but it was a lose-lose situation. No matter who I chose, I guarantee you the cycles would have either been the same or they would have been worse.
I get you. But I would say maybe not in a PvP context, because PvP you want to just clear as fast as humanly possible.
You're limited. Yeah.
I would say from like a sustain context, like if your job is sustain, like Welt is just like not it, man. Like to sustain.
He's niche. I think there's certain scenarios where he actually really can not only can he provide additional damage, but he can prevent the team from killing your team. In the Black Swan scenario, I 100% agree with you, Pokke. It's counterintuitive to Black Swan's functionality. I will not refute that at all. But in that scenario, I didn't have no fucking choice. But there are some scenarios where delaying the enemy and dealing damage, whereas any other sustain, now we got Aventurine too, can deal damage. It's only a positive if he can pull off the fucking survivability role. Because if he can, then it's just a positive. That's what I'm saying. But that's niche. It's very fucking niche. I completely agree with that.
Is that I feel like this. Okay, so like basically, as long as you can pull off the damage, and then you live long. Like before you die, you just pull off the damage and then you're good, right? So that's basically like how Sustain Welt function. I would say you can kind of use this argument for like any other support. Hey, we can just call it Runmei Sustain or like Sparkle Sustain, because you're not sustaining and then you just use them to deal more damage and now you're just killing them, and it works way better than Welt Sustain because they're dealing way more. And like fuck man, Runmei has break efficiency, she has the delay, oh my god, infinite.
Pokke, I do not disagree, brother. What I'm saying is, I didn't have that luxury in a fucking PvP tournament where you're limited with your options.
No, we're not talking about
I don't refute that at all.
Yeah, we're talking about it. The PvP was just an example to kind of, but from a whole, like if we were to use Welt Sustain as that basis that he's a sustain.
I did do that shit.
You can just say Runmei is the world's best sustain. Runmei is the world's, it's better sustain than Hoyoverse is better sustain than Runmei is the tier 0 sustain. You know, so she is the best sustain.
If people are telling you like, well, it's just outright sustain, no, I'm sorry. As the person who's ran that sustain since day one, I only bring him out when it's a niche scenario where they're weak against imaginary, and I'm confident that he's only bringing a positive to the table.
All right. Yeah, great, man. So, okay, do you run Welt with like any other builds, or you just run him on like sustain? Do you run with DPS or like whatever?
I have ran him as a DPS, but I'll be honest, if I run Welt as a DPS, I am not running a sustain with him. It is full-blown big damage.
Yes,
because he can delay on his own, and his damage is just trash unless you go full-blown juice.
I mean, he's a sustain himself. He's like the Welt DPS sustain.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. All right.
I know there's a little sarcasm in there, you fucker.
I mean, like he does it, right? So, okay, anyway.